Alright, so I am back. There's really not going to be a lot of joking in this video. Today we're going to be talking about Plasti Dip and the importance of, thickness. Not that thickness. How do you know how much Plasti Dip to put on your car to make it easy to peel? Sure, you always hear 4 to 5 coats, but what does that mean? Well, the desired thickness of Plasti Dip to be able to remove it is 15 to 20 mils. Now what is a mil, you ask? Isn't that thing you get at the buffet? No, stupid. 1 mil is 1/1000th of an inch. So in order to make Plasti Dip easy to remove, you need 15 to 20 thousandths of an inch. And you roughly get that by doing 4 to 5 coats. Now the important factor in this is it doesn't matter whether you buy Plasti Dip in a can and thin it yourself or the rubber dip spray. Pigment is one thing and extra pigment is great. Always looks better. But the fact of the matter is, in order to remove Plasti Dip easily, you still have to have the same thickness, which means whether you're using Plasti Dip in a can or rubber dip spray, you still have to have 15 to 20 mils in thickness in order to be able to remove it down the line. Now don't be fooled. Just because the rubber dip spray looks good at the first and second coat really has no bearing on anything. You're not going to stop until the 4th or 5th coat anyway. Now I can't deny that the reds and the blues may look a little bit different and brighter, but to me I prefer using the black just because, well, I like the black. It is the same color as my soul. But that's beside the point. Don't think that you're going to be able to buy rubber dip spray in half the amounts and be able to do the same job. If you need 5 gallons of self-thin Plasti Dip, most likely you're going to need 5 gallons of the rubber dip spray as well. You see, it's not about the pigments, it's the amount of Plasti Dip that's in the actual can. Although the pigments do provide a better color, being able to remove it 6 months, a year down the line is going to make all the difference in the world. One thing you've got to remember is don't think that you can buy rubber dip spray and do half the work as self-thinning it. If you decide to Plasti Dip your car, be ready to do 4 to 5 coats no matter what you buy. Self-thin Plasti Dip, rubber dip spray. The important thing is to be able to remove it later. 4 to 5 coats, 15 to 20 mils thick. Now, when you get into the glossifier, one thing that's really important to remember is you can actually cut down the number of coats you do on your color and make up for it by the amount of glossifier that you put on. You see, since glossifier is still Plasti Dip, when you spray it down, it's going to bond and create one layer. So if I were going to use rubber dip spray on something like, say, a F-150, I would want 5 gallons. Because in the end, I know that I'm going to have a little bit left over, which is going to give me plenty of room for error. But if I had planned to go on down with a glossifier, I could probably get away with using 3 gallons with the added pigment, and then just buy the glossifier to go over it with 2 coats. So in the end, if you have 3 layers of color, 2 layers of glossifier, you have 5 layers total, which is going to give you your proper thickness, and that is very, very important. If there's one thing I want you to take out of this video is that before you take on any Plasti Dip venture, realize thickness is important.
You damn right it is.
Yeah, that's what she said. Figure out what product you want to use. Cause me, I don't give a fuck. Rubber dip spray, thin it yourself. Just make sure that whenever you do it, you have the right amounts. Do 4 to 5 coats of rubber dip spray or self-thinned. When it's time to remove it, the first thing you're gonna say is, "Thanks, Puzzle Man." Well, it looks like I'm about out of time, so I'm gonna have to go. So come to the website, IamThePuzzleMan.com. Check out the Facebook. Come check out the Facebook page, Facebook.com/IamThePuzzleMan. And always, guys, remember, don't be a follower, do it yourself.